Good evening and welcome to the first edition of Hawks Fifth Quarter. Anthony Sorgi here alongside. Not the night we expected, just in the third quarter. What a heartbreaker this evening was. Anthony Sorgi here with you to recap this one. St. Joe's Prep falling to American Heritage after being up 28-0. An absolute heartbreaker of a game. Let's get into it. Starting with the first quarter. The first drives for each team, each 3 and outs, but then Kai Billups had a run to start things offensively for the Prep.
Kyle Billups, and he's got room. He's shifty in the open field, and he's going past midfield all the way past the 40-yard line. That's 25 yards for the credit to Jake Namam.
Monmouth commit Kai Billups there with a huge run to get it started for St. Joe's Prep. And then the drive finished with QB1, Charlie Folk, on the touchdown.
Short here. Can the Hawks convert in the red zone? Folk, he's rolling out to the right. He's going to take off and run. Makes a man miss. Beautiful juke. He punches it in. Charlie Folk. Hawks strike first at St. Thomas Aquinas. Charlie Folk, my goodness, was looking for Kyle Billups on the wheel route. And we've seen it throughout this drive. He's been running the football so well. I don't know where he got that shiftiness from, but he sure as heck used it to punch his way into the end zone. What a juke move. Charlie Folk, man. What a drive. Incredible agility from the reigning Max Preps state player.
There you heard it. The reigning state player of the year in Pennsylvania got his touchdown run. Then Diabell, the Texas commit, had quite the issue offensively.
Instantly pressured. Horns down in the backfield, and the ball is out. Hawks are on it. Hawks are on it. They have the ball camped right outside the Patriots' end zone.
That blunder there, as you heard Dom Schultz call it, horns down in the backfield. Diabell going down on that one. And then, guess who finished the drive for St. Joe's Prep to give them a 2-score lead? It was Kai Billups.
Full plunge it through, goes over the back and in. Hawks score yet again. Who else other than the Monmouth man? And another great job by Kyle Billups.
Kai Billups, again, heading to Monmouth. A nice carry by him to get it into the end zone. And then you thought things were going well for the Prep. Turned a bit of a corner as Jet Harrison lost the ball, recovered, and then lost by Austin Frisbee. Let's listen into that.
As the ball comes out after the catch by Jet Harrison, they're pointing for Heritage ball. That was fumble.
It was Frisbee.
Oh, wait, Frisbee. Yeah. Yeah, Harrison was in there as well, but.
And although Heritage got the ball there, they couldn't do much with it. A coffin corner punt ended up being what happened. Hurt the Prep until Kai went for another big run this evening.
Folk taking the snap in the end zone. Hull handed off to Kyle Billups, who's going to push through. He's tripped up, but he manages to burst through for 25 right out of the coffin corner.
All right, so I'm going to say it again. Jake Namam, there is a reason that he is a D1 recruit, opening up the A-gap.
You heard it there. Jake Namam, the offensive lineman there, opening up the gap for Billups. And there you go. That was nice there. And then later, a little bit later in the second there, let's listen to the punt there from St. Joe's Prep. Ended up being pretty good.
Punt gets off without a hitch. It is beautiful in the air. It'll bounce, and it will be downed at the 1.
Wow. Great job there by Shoulder. And let's also give credit to Samaj Hill and the others.
So how about that? St. Joe's Prep returns the favor to Heritage. They had a coffin corner punt. The Prep gets one of their own. Now let's take it to later in the second quarter. If you thought things were going well for St. Joe's, it only got better.
Flat, now he's heavily pressured, finally brought down, and the Hawks get yet another sack.
There you go, another sack from the St. Joe's Prep Hawks of Diabell. Guess what the Prep did? They capitalized. Listen to this crazy highlight. You won't see this much in football.
We'll see if they get there. They do! They're scrambling. Ball is picked up and returned for the touchdown. Hawks extend their lead to 3 possessions. Scoop and score Messiah Acree.
Oh my goodness, the Prep. I said it during the St. John's scrimmage. The Prep, they are doing so good on punt block. They do it there. Everybody was there to block a punt. I said that there was pressure. They got home, and the Prep, you want to know another thing they practiced on? They practiced scoop and score. Messiah Acree, what a game so far.
A punt block touchdown for your Hawks. You don't see that much. And things were feeling as good as they could going into halftime. It was a 21-0 lead. Feelings were high. Prep Nation was happy. Then the second half came around and, things went well after a Heritage punt. How about a pass to Rob Novotny that a big Kai Billups run set up this brotherly shove for Charlie Folk.
So they're going for a tush push on Charlie Folk. Easy. Think
Let's see.
Folk's entire body.
Let's get the call. Touchdown.
Yeah. No doubt in my mind, the tush push works. Any level of football.
Always.
Except maybe flag.
Except maybe flag.
And that was easy as ABC 1-2-3. Charlie Folk, a great tush push touchdown. Up 28-0 with 3:55 to go in the third. That's where things went south for your St. Joe's Prep Hawks. Let's listen in to Heritage driving down the ball. They drive it down the field. And then Jonathan Bueno put the Patriots on the scoreboard.
Snap straight to Bueno, who's immediately wrapped up. And what? Bueno spins out of it and goes all the way in for a touchdown.
What did I say about Jonathan Bueno, man?
He is
a bulldozer.
so slippery.
What a touchdown there by Jonathan Bueno. There's a reason this guy has D1 offers. He is an absolute beast. That's not the last you'll hear of him. A bad offensive drive from the Prep. Well, Heritage capitalized. They drive down the field again. They get another touchdown from Bueno.
Bell hands it off to Bueno, and he will bounce his way into the end zone.
That's face mask. They held Samajes. They held Samajes face mask.
On the carry for the Patriots.
You hear that? A no call there. Ends up with a touchdown. The Prep can't score on their next drive. Creates the play of the game, at least at that time. 4th and 10, high pressure. Listen into this one.
4th and 10. 3 wide to the right, 1 on the left. Man in the backfield. Rolling out to his left, Diabell uncorks. Caught by Denson. And that is going to be a conversion.
Huge conversion for the Patriots, saving the game for them. And, who else but Denson to put it in?
4th and 10. 3 wide to the right, 1 on the left. Man in the backfield. Rolling out to his left, Diabell uncorks. Caught by Denson. And that is going to be a conversion.
Yeah, so the touchdown there from Denson. So they get the touchdown, then a 3 and out for the Prep. And then, Heritage drives down the field again. It's 28-21 at this point. They drive it down the field, looking to tie it. Listen to this one.
2 wide on the left side for Bell. Rest on the line. Yeah, there's Bueno. Hand off to Bueno. Touchdown. Walks in.
And at that point, if there was any doubt Heritage had the momentum, the doubt was over there. They tied it on a Bueno touchdown, and then 2 face masks gave the Prep a first down. You thought the Hawks might be able to do something. that a pass interference? But just listen in. No words can explain this one.
And the snap is low, and it goes off the Prep's own man. Wait, it's recovered by Heritage. Prep defense is going.
And, well, that put Heritage in field goal position. And, well, safe to say they capitalized. Here it is, the game-winning kick. American Heritage over St. Joe's Prep.
Go. Truly the biggest play of the game. It is up. And it is good.
American Heritage down 28-0 with under 4 minutes to go in the third. Comes back and keeps the streak going of St. Joe's Prep losing the opening game. 4 in a row now for your Hawks. 0-4 in opening games over the last, 4 years now? Now 8-4 in non-con play over the last 4 years. Just an absolute heartbreaker after being up 28-0. You thought this team might have been able to be ranked top 10 in the country after this game. The feeling was good, and it all turned around in a heartbeat. That will do it for Hawks fifth quarter. We will be back next Saturday night, 8 p.m. at Salesianum, playing against the Matha of D.C., or Maryland technically, but in the WCAC down there in Washington. Again, that one at Abyssinian Stadium in Wilmington. Make sure, if you can, come down to beautiful Wilmington, Delaware, and be there to watch your Hawks face the Matha coming home after what was an absolute heartbreaker of a loss. But I think that a lot of people are going to pick the Prep to win this next game back in the Valley. Thank you all for watching. We will see you next weekend. It'll be Dom Schulk and I on the call. All of those clips you heard earlier in the show were, of course, from our live broadcast on WSJP. Highlights can be found on SportsCenter Next, Broward County Showcase. If you want to see some videos, just go to the Instagram that's there, and, of course, on WSJP's Instagram. We'll be back next Saturday night, 8 p.m. at Wilmington, Delaware, Abyssinia Stadium. We will see you all later. As always, go Prep.